Hello and welcome along to Moss Valley. Winter has passed and it's into early spring as we get to work seeding the canola in field 32. Meanwhile, we need to review the changes to the farm and get the new productions up and running. Let's get farming. I've skipped forward a couple of months then. We were last in December. Not much going on in January and February on here. We'd already sold all the stuff we could. We had a little bit of a mess up with the bakery. My understanding is that the bakery should have taken the barley, and that is something that will probably change in a future update to this map. But at the moment, the map doesn't take barley in there. Oh, we could have done with just a single seed bag. We're all right. We've only got, well, we had a half full seeder left over from the end of last year. So we're only putting in sort of half of the seed, but I'm using 2 bags at a time because that's what we have sitting around. We've got 2 fertilizer bags over there, so let's go grab those. And we're going to set the canola being seeded with a hired worker. We'll get the course play running on there while we go and check out a new addition to the farm. You probably saw it in the intro, and that is the windmill. You can just see it over the pig barn there. Had to spend a load of time trying to work out where that was to go. It's by Omatana, the mod, and it is just a simple windmill. It was 20,000. I think we ended up spending somewhere in the region of about 24,000 to actually get it in. Lining these up. There we are. That's both of those in. So it wasn't too bad, wasn't too expensive. We've not started the flour production in it yet, and we are going to do automatic delivery of the flour to our bakery, so that will all be handled logistically separately rather than us running back and forth all the time. That way we should be able to get everything going fairly easily across our 2 productions there without a huge amount of running back and forth. This tractor is going to be doing this. We're hoping to get this rolled in today as well. So the plan very much is to get this all set up and going and rolled in. Let's see if we can't get this to finish in this corner over here. Nice and easy place to stop, and also ends up with hopefully getting a sort of a nice straight edge up to this point. So bring this up to here, stop that there, and then we will generate a course in 32. I'm amazed actually at how similar these 3 fields are. We'll go through that in a minute. Basically same settings as last time. So generate me a fieldwork course. And that is actually going a little bit of a weird angle. I actually want it to go longest edge, I think. So generate that. And that is going up and down the field. And actually is a fairly square setup. So I'm liking that a lot. Let's just have a clearer look at that. And yeah, that is a much straighter setup. Going down the hill, but that's not a huge problem. We are avoiding all of the windmills though, which have brought us in quite a bit of money. I mean, most of the money we ended up spending over the winter to get the windmill set up and everything has already come back to us from the windmills. So the windmills are really good. It's a really nice addition to start with on this farm. Has us going quite nicely, so we'll line this up here. We want to do that. And I want to go first waypoint. We've got canola selected, so away goes our seeder. And in a bit, we'll have canola in this field, and nicely on time as well. And that means I can turn my attention to our productions and our other bits and pieces we've got around the farm that we need to get running. So let's start off with the windmill, and actually putting a road going from here to the windmill would probably have made sense. But instead, I put the road in coming off here. So we built it on this area up here. It's a really nice sort of area that stands up. Managed to do it without destroying the road around the bottom, which is great. Plenty of space here for everything to work. So into our windmill, and we are going to be creating barley flour from this. We've got barley flour. Before we do that, though, I want to change the output mode to distributing, and that will distribute it to our other area. This does pig food? No. Does this do... Oh, no, look. Ah, wow. Okay. So if we were to do... we could do barley flour that creates pig food as well. We're not going to do that. I want to create as much as I can. But that's amazing. So that does barley flour, does 23 plus 7 pig food. We're going to generate pig food from here as well. Probably won't generate as much pig food as we do from our main mixer. But any extra pig food is fantastic. So we'll activate that. I did not even know that this windmill did that. And look at that. Our windmill now nicely turning as it's creating flour for us. Oh, I don't want this. Oh, no, we want it to spawn. So the pig food will spawn here, and we can just take it round. That's perfect. Before we continue on the farm, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create a custom line of PCs suitable for everyone from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. And the highest spec machines are also perfect for streaming and content creation. Apex Gaming PCs have dropped the prices on almost all their products by 30%, so there's never been a better time to go check them out. So the other thing I need to do today is we've got to take care of our garden. To do that, I don't want the JCB, actually. I want to grab this, the 7640 little Zebra. So we'll get into gear. And out we bring this. We're going to use our manure fork on this. We're also going to use its towing ability, obviously, to get the water in as well. I could get the automatic distribution stuff for the garden, but I don't think we need it. I'm quite happy actually doing a load of this manually. And we've got a few bits and pieces, of course, that are automatic. And I prefer, I think, to do them manually on this case. Right. Let's come in here, see if we can pick up a load of manure. Yeah, and it'll take a few goes with this, but this is exactly what we want from the pigs. We want to get them producing some manure and filling up the garden, get the garden producing extra crops, because with manure and seeds we'll be able to do that. And then we'll be making a whole load of extra money. Look at all of that lettuce that was produced over the winter. We're already looking like we're going to make a nice bit of extra cash from the garden while we go towards next year's harvest, ready to fill our pig feed mixer again and make some more food for our pigs, which should be absolutely fine until then. Emptied that one. Let's go and empty the other one. I'm really of two minds about this little tractor at the moment. It's useful for doing stuff around the yard like this, but we do have all of the implements that we use for this tractor. We also have versions of them for the JCB. And it does make me wonder from time to time whether this is a tractor that we need to keep around the farm. It is obviously costing us to keep it, and we do need to keep it maintained. But I suppose actually it's useful for towing trailers and bits and pieces. And yeah, just sort of a useful little bit to have on the farm. And at the moment, it's doing a grand job of this. I'm wondering if it's something that we want to get a pair of pallet forks for. Yes, we've got the pallet forks on the JCB that would handle this, but I'm fairly sure this could tow our trailer and would be quite useful for doing deliveries as well. Interestingly, I think there might be a lip in here. Let's just have a quick look. Ah, there's a floating collision in this. That's really interesting. So I was getting stuck on stuff, and yeah, what I was getting stuck on was the floating collision that's there. I think that's got something to do with the icon, I think, because it's not something the tractor gets stuck on. It's just something that the actual front loader gets stuck on. We got to keep that in mind then. We don't want to get that too full and then not be able to get all of the manure out of it. We'll keep an eye on it, make sure that that doesn't cause us a problem. However, this is the last of the manure that needs to go in, and I think we've got somewhere between 4,000 and 5,000 litres of manure in this garden now. Yeah, we got just under 5,000 litres of manure. So what I want to do is get some seeds in here, and then we'll do seeds and manure. And with 48 water, 1 seed and 5 manure, we can create 64 lettuce, and that is opposed to our current thing of 2 water per 1 lettuce. So that's much better on the water usage. And we should have a spare 1,000 litres of seed to put in here to match up to the 5 manure. I just realised I've been putting my front loader tools all over that way here. I think they might actually work to be placed over here a little bit better. Nice and out of the way. So we'll drop that off the front. And then I want to go and find my big bag loader, because that will then allow me to know exactly how much seed I have in the bag I'm picking up and how much is left. So control this a lot better. There we go. I'm wondering, actually, I should have a rear weight on this to offset things, but I wonder if we can put wheel weights on the rear wheels of this tractor. So let's see if we can actually put some wheel weights on this. That will make this much more useful. Customize. And we've got wide tires on at the moment. Do we have... maybe not on this. What about with the Trelleborg? No, looks like we can't put any wheel weights on this at all. That's a pity. So we won't make any changes to that. We'll just hope this works. And if it doesn't, I think we might have to buy a weight for it to make it work. Now, one of these bags of seed has a lot less seed in it. That one. Let's hook that up. It's only got 100 litres in. That is not going to cut it. So we'll try and even things up a little bit with this one. Now, this should have 2,000 litres in it. No, it only has 1,000. That is perfect. That is all we need right now. So we can put all of this into the garden and get our lettuces being made with seeds and manure, rather than our lettuces being made with just water. Empty out all of the seeds. And before I start it, actually, what we do want to do is hook up our water trailer and get some more water into here. So hook that up. Refill it, and this does cost us money. Yes, I think. From what I saw, now there is a free hose pipe you can add with the gardens as well, but we don't want to do that. I would rather pay for the water. Otherwise, that is just us generating free income all the time, and we're already doing enough of that with the windmills. And that is a full water trailer. Doesn't actually seem to have charged me anything for it. I thought that that did charge me. A little bit weird. I was sure that charged me last time. It hasn't. I know actually something that does charge us for water is the animal pens. I do know that that is a thing. So that might be where I've got that idea from. Let's empty this out though. And actually, this is a good reason why I'd like to use manure and seeds then. If we're not paying anything for the water because we're getting it from our own borehole, then it makes sense that instead we sort this out with payment of seeds and, of course, using the manure from our pigs to do it as well. We'll park this up over here. And I might put a second one in, I think. While that refills, just checking in on the 8970, and yeah, it's doing a great job. We have used a fair amount of fertilizer so far, but it is about a third of the way through the field looking at this. Let's enlarge that map. Yeah, we're about a third of the way through the field, so that's not too bad. It's used about a third of the fertilizer for being about a third of the way through the field. I think we're going to have to refill that. Looking at this with the canola, though, I don't think we're going to have to refill the seed. That is only 8% for as far as that's got so far. Nice full water tank as well again. Just pack it in. We actually could unload it a lot earlier, but to be honest, I like to back all the way in because it's easier when we're coming out the other side. And I think we're full. Yeah, there we go. 27%. Yeah, so that is full. I'm actually going to park the trailer this way around this time because we are filling up with those fairly quickly. So we'll leave this here, unplug that, and we'll go put this tractor away because I think we're done with this for today. In fact, there is one other job I need to do, and I need to find somewhere to put it. And that is, we are in desperate need of a pressure washer. I don't know where is going to be the best place to put it. No, I do know where it's going to be the best place to put it. I mean, it's got a bit of a runoff down here, but I think on this corner here is going to be the best place to put it. So let's take a step back, and we've got two pressure washers. We've got my favorite is the Stahl. I like using this one all over the place. So I'm just going to put this by the workshop here. Oh, no, overlaps with another object. Yeah. Oh, no, there. Perfect. Right there. That does us. And somebody did comment that I need to wash my equipment because, yeah, my tractors are getting pretty dirty. And as we got the opportunity, I think now is the perfect time to do it. Nice and clean. It's going to get muddy the moment I try and go and park it in the shed because our shed is right next to a big patch of mud. I'm going to get the roller out ready to start rolling field 32, I think. I don't like how close the crop is to the side of the road here. I am almost certainly going to end up destroying some crop driving over it here. And I would also really love, I think, to knock down the cow barn down here. It's not a huge amount of use to me, and it kind of gets in the way. Might try and give that a try between episodes, see if it actually is doable. But it'd be nice to have some extra storage or an extra barn or something down this way. The Cedar has quite a head start, but we have a lot more width on our roller here. And away we go. Actually, it's going to be very obvious where we've been and where we still need to go. Bit of a fight uphill with this roller and this tractor. I'm slightly surprised by that, but it's pulling it. It's not absolutely struggling, but it is still not having the best of times with it. Despite the fact that I think we're going slower than the Cedar, I think we are actually catching it up still. There's not a huge amount of distance between the two of us at the moment. The uphill struggle on this, though, really is kicking in and causing issues. On the other hand, I am currently looking at field 25. Is there anything seeded in there, or is that a grass field? This is grass. Okay, but I think this would be a really good field for us. I think we could possibly get another crop out. We'd have options if we did that as well. We could go with something like sorghum or something like that for a late crop to be put into it. So I'm intrigued as to what we could do in field 25. My only question is, how is it for soil quality? Let's do a purchase. That makes it a must-have. 113 with well over half of it being loam. Yeah, I think we might have to buy that and put another crop in there. Look at the speed that tractor's coming down the hill as we crawl up it at 4 miles an hour. Going up and down the hill is not the greatest way to really work this field. But in all honesty, going across it is just going to be so much more fiddly. Our flour has started to come through to the bakery. We've got 1,500 liters. So I am going to start that, activate that, and yeah, it'll start spawning bread in there, ready for us to sell later in the year. You can see here why field 25 would be so good for us. There's a little roadway down to it at the bottom here. Makes it easy to access from our farm, and therefore a very farmable field for us. Just hope, oh no, I was gonna say, I just hope we have the time, but if we put something like sorghum into it, that doesn't plant till April. So we could get this field and field 33B seeded and rolled by the end of March, and then get the sorghum in on field 25 by end of mid-April, and that would sort us nicely. We'd then be in a position to go and be into the harvest without much hassle, and we'd have an entire extra field. Looks like though our seeder has run out, and I think it's probably going to be of the fertilizer. Yep, it's fertilizer, so let's go grab some more of that. And that definitely means we are going to have to buy more fertilizer and more, well, we're probably gonna need more seeds if we do another field, but we're definitely gonna need more fertilizer now because we do not have enough. Whoa, we don't want to go through that field. We do not have enough to do our other fields, especially with the amount that's going through. In fact, I'm not even sure if we have enough to get this field finished now. I don't know how much there is in this, but it doesn't look like a huge amount. Let's see exactly how much it is. It's going in. A fair amount of it is going in. Oh, actually, that didn't look like that much. 237 liters is not going to be enough to finish this field. So I've now gone from expecting to have this finished today to actually going, this is not going to get finished today. We're going to end up rolling, I think, as close as we can. But that is not enough fertilizer on this loam that we have on here. We've got sandy loam at the bottom, but it's loam up the top. And that is eating up the fertilizer like nothing else. So I'll have to get some more fertilizer ordered. I'll have to get some more seeds ordered, and then we'll be able to get this field finished and hopefully the barley in on the far side before, I think, purchasing field 25 and getting some stuff in there. That fertilizer really didn't last long. The seeder is already empty again. I think it got the rest of that row up the field, turned back and started going the other way before it ran out. We're probably going to get half a dozen bags sent to us. That should certainly finish what we're on now, plus what we're going to have to do with the barley getting seeded. And as I get back up to the top end of the field, I've rolled pretty much everything I can roll for today. Bring that in, and yeah, that will do that for today. We'll fold this up. That, having got this rolled as much as we can, that is going to buy us some time tomorrow morning in order to do some bits and pieces. I think we want to grab field 25, get that done, we should have a whole load of fertilizer. I was going to say seed, but a whole load of fertilizer arrive in the morning as well. So that should be here by the time we start. And then we'll get the seeding finished on 32. We'll move on to 33B and hopefully get that seeded and rolled tomorrow as well. Although considering how long it's taken to get 32 done, that's a little bit weird. We'll want to get 25 scanned and hopefully all set up ready to do something with that in April. For now though, I'm going to leave this here, so all that remains is for me to say
thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.